Morning guys, so back doing the wardrobes. What a faff this one's been. We picked up the top boxes this morning and all the doors and the extra hinges. So I bought a extra man in because we want to try and get this one done and then get over to the kitchen job over in Amersham to push things on. So Dave is next door. Hang on Dave. So Dave's over there, he's doing his bit, doing the top boxes in this room. So Dave's going to finish this room off. So he's going to finish the top boxes, scribe the panels, cornice, filler panels and what have you in here, because this is pretty straightforward. Couple of hanging rails and maybe a shelf. And then I'm going to finish this one off. So we've got all the doors down there now. Got our top boxes. So I'm going to finish this one off, top boxes, scribe this side in somehow, cut a hole for the gas pipe, and do the shelving unit the other side. So stay tuned guys, and we'll see how things pan out. Hopefully we can get this done fairly sharpish, because it looks a lot but it's not, because it's hard to explain. But hopefully we can get this done by sort of midday, get land loaded back up, get over to Amersham, do a bit more pieces, do a bit more over there, push that job on. Fingers crossed. Stay tuned guys. Okay, so things are moving along nicely. I've got my cabinets all in, top boxes on and secured to the wall. So as you can see now, top boxes are on, nice tall wardrobes. We levelled all this the other day, so it's all secured to the wall now. I've marked a hole I've got to cut out down there for the gas valve. I've put this decor panel on. This one is fixed and secured. Nice and easy, that one. Just butt it to it, scribe the top. So butt it to it, scribe the top, flip it around and screw it on. Job done. They're already set to the width, so just set your distance off for your doors. I've then cut a decor panel down to make two sides, which I've also scribed to this so that it sits level, because this floor is literally at an angle like that. So these have been scribed. I'm now in the process of cutting a load of shelves, and I'm cutting them 20mm short of the depth, because I'm going to put a back panel in there as well using a decor panel. So there'll be a decor panel to go in, that'll be clipped and screwed in from the sides, and then we'll do a top, a bottom, roughly the same distance up from that. And then we can make our own little plinth or something to go on the bottom of it. So it's all taking shape, it's coming along nicely. Just got to cut loads of the shelves now, which I'm going to do next door. I've already got it marked up and trimmed to the width. So what I did with that is I've ripped one of the decor panels down to the internal width of my shelf. So I cut that all the way down. I'm now cutting out my shelves. So I've measured out my shelf depth, and using one of my sliding rules, obviously we will then set that up to create an exact cut every time, perfectly square. And then so we're going to cut this up, get as many shelves, top, bottom, and as many shelves as we can out of this panel. And then I've got another panel that I've got to cut to make a back panel up. And then once that's done, we can start assembling that unit. Not sure how we're going to get it in there yet, but we'll figure that out. Okay guys, some of you may have noticed I made a bit of a mistake earlier on. I was cutting off the end of the decor panel, which means my finished edge on my shelves would have been a cut edge. Luckily I clocked it soon enough and it didn't affect the job getting done. So this is the cabinet we've built. As you can see, it's quite sizable. Got a solid back panel. It's all screwed down the sides. It's completely solid. We've already scribed the bottoms. That's why it's leaning and sitting flat, because that floor over there is completely warped. We've got a fixed middle shelf. Just stops the sides from splaying. And what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just using my Craig jig, which is that little blue thing down there, and we're using it to drill just a selection of holes up the inside of the cabinet for adjustable height shelving. Now you could go as mad as that with that many holes, but you don't need to, because I've only got 5 shelves total, so I've got another 4 to fit at the moment. I doubt I'll have any more materials to cut anymore, but I'm not concerned about that too much. So with the Craig jig, all you got to do, it has this stop edge, as you can see here. So you're going to put that up against your front edge, and you're going to do your first hole. And then what you do is, when you've done your first hole, you can do all the holes if you want to do all the holes. And all you do is you've got this little rod, you put that little rod in the hole, you will locate your Craig jig in one of the holes like so, and then you can do your next holes and just so on and so forth. And then to do the back ones, you just take this guide off. So it's pretty straightforward, guys. I'll just put the tripod on the camera and see if I can show you. Okay, so we drill our first hole. Like so, it's got a depth set on the drill bit, and then you put your peg in the hole, like so, and you're literally just going to work your way up the wardrobe and the outside edge. So I could put hundreds of holes in. I can always come back and add holes. You can't take them away. And you're just going to do that all the way up. This is a 5mm bit. So it's for 5mm pegs. You just keep working your way up, making sure you put it in the same hole every time. I've got one more to do on this edge. So that's that edge done. And then to do the back edge, literally just pop this piece off, and that's your Craig jig. And it literally sits in the back of the cabinet, and you just repeat the same process. Top one, drill it, peg it, and do up. Do all four sides. Happy days. And that's how I do it. And these are the little pegs I use, if you can get a focus on that. They're a little flat and 5mm, and they literally just push in just like that, one either side, one at the back, two at the back, two at the front. Happy days. That's your shelf pegs done. So we'll get the rest of these done, and then I'll get this in place, and then we just got a few panels to scribe in, cornice, doors to throw on, knobs to fit. We're not doing bad. It's 11:10. I don't know if we're going to get to Amersham, but we will see. See you in a bit. Okay guys, things are looking really good now. We managed to get that shelf unit in. It was heavy, and it took a little bit of jiggery pokery, and I'll explain to you a few things. So it's in now. As you can see, we do have a gap down that side. This was intentional. I didn't want it too tight to this. We're going to put a filler panel in there. Not sure how yet, but we're going to figure that out. But what we did, we had to lift it up. So to lift it up, sort of rested it on the radiator, then put it in and then lowered it down, and then we secured it to that unit there. So this one's coming along nicely. Dave is just working on the filler panel for this side, as you can see. But yeah, all the doors are on, the knobs are going on, hanging rails are going in. And then in here, again, same thing, hanging rails are going in, doors are going in, fillers in. Dave's done a great job of the filler panels down this side, scribed that in there really nicely, looking nice and tidy. Just got to do a little bit of cleaning, pencil marks off. And then this panel's in as well. We're just going to do a little bit of decorator's cork or silicone down that joint, because obviously the walls aren't parallel to each other, so it is what it is. But that's the best we're going to get that, unfortunately. There is a gap down that, back of that, but the wall isn't level and the cupboard is. So it's typical HOWDENS panels. They don't make them wide enough. So I either make the cupboard out of plumb, which is not good because then the doors will twist and not line up, or we have a big gap. So I don't really know what I can do about that. I was hoping it wouldn't be that big, but it is, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. Things are looking good. We probably are not going to get to Amersham now. It's already 12 o'clock, and we still got the cornice and the plinths to do and a few other bits and pieces. So we're going to finish these scribes in on the side panels, and then we can start clearing some gear away, give us some more space to do the cornice and stuff like that. So stay tuned guys, and we'll see you shortly. Okay, so just getting ready to scribe the plinths in. Now I'm using these new scribe jigs. Unfortunately this is only 16mm, and they're not designed, only designed to hit 18, but using a little black shim you can get it wedged in. So this is going to sit under the wardrobe. So we need a bit of material the same thickness as this, which is basically this shelf, which is where the shelves come in. So we've clamped it so it's flush here at the top, And then what we're going to do is put that there, and we're going to use it as a guide to draw our line. As you can see how badly it runs out. So we use a jigsaw now to jigsaw that pencil line out, and then that should slide straight under there. Couple of screws down, and that'd be that plinth fitted. Here we go, we've got a couple of shelves. So you've got hanging in that one, and you've got 2 shelves in that one. Unfortunately, because these cabinets only come with 1 shelf per cabinet, the next door is having double hanging rails in both. So there's 2 hanging rails in both, so you don't need a shelf. So we're able to reuse the shelves. So what I might do is put a 3rd shelf in there and leave that one at longer hanging. But I don't know yet. Either that, or I'll just leave that shelf here for them to play around with, or put it low level so they have shoes. But yeah, I might just shove it in there at a random place for now, just to give them some extra space for storage. And then I can always readdress the holes at another date. But obviously I don't want to do 100 holes just to have various fitting points. But yeah, that's it now, that's that done. Best we can do with what we've been given from HOWDENS, not the end of the world. But we are coming along nicely now. Okay guys, we've got 1 room finished, all done, ready to rock and roll. It's looking absolutely lovely. And there we go, cornice is up, doors are tweaked and lined up. It's all cleaned, all the shelves are in, the plinths are in. We put a little bit of cork just down there just to tidy that up there. Get rid of that screw. That gap down there, unfortunately, is just too big to cork. I'm limited on what I can do with that. I just got to get a wipe and wipe the cornice. Because it's a matte, it really does mark really easily. So we just put 3 shelves in that one. I know they're a bit close together, but it gives them plenty of options. We can always adjust them at a later date. Hanging rails are done. And as you know, we've got 1 shelf in that one. Looking lovely, it's all looking lovely. So, not long left now. It's just got the other side to finish, which is just the cornice and 1 infill panel. Dave's nearly finished this one. He's just finishing off this right hand side. So got the filler panels in down there. It's all looking lovely, just needs a clean. Fortunately, we did chip a little bit of paint on that angle bead, but there wasn't much we can do about that, trying to get that in there. And then we just got this awkward one to do down this side. Put the cornice on, tweak the doors, and have a good hoover up. We're getting there. It's looking like we're getting somewhere. Finally making progress after all the crap that I've had to deal with the last few days. So we're not going to get to Amersham today because it's already 2:30. Just want to get that done, get this cornice done, have a good tidy up, get in the van and go home and get rid of the rubbish. But it's looking good. I'm really happy with the progress. See you in a bit for the final video, guys. Okay, so we're pretty much finished. Dave's just doing the final tweaks next door. We just got to clear the rubbish and have a hoover up, but we're done. So this is the 1st bedroom I showed you. So it's all looking really nice now. Like I say, it's all shelved out, it's hanging rails, as you know. I'm not going to go into details, but these shelves, that was an afterthought, that shelf, because the cupboards come with 1 shelf, and we didn't use any in the other room, so there's only 1 in that one. So I just bung the extra 1 in there for now, just to make use of it. It can always be adjusted, but yeah, this one's done. But as you can see, we're just finishing up the tidying up, and then we're going to come in here. And then here's pretty much done. We just got the last few bits to tidy up. The last few tweaks, hoover the cupboard out, put the cupboard hinge plates back on. But yeah, this one's all looking lovely now. So we've got the cornice on. We've got it going up, butting up into that corner. And we've managed to get it looking pretty reasonable on that corner as well. So we've got loads of extra shelves. They're up on the top of here. And I'm going to leave these. I've run out of these, unfortunately, but like I say, this is a regular client of mine, so I don't need to be concerned about that. I can come back at any time and put them in. But yeah, she's looking good. Basically finished, guys. So that's the first job we've actually finished in 2 weeks. In 3 weeks, actually. This is the 3rd week, because we're doing that. No, 2 weeks, sorry, it is 2 weeks. So this is the first job in 2 weeks we've actually managed to finish so far. But anyway, that's us done. Don't forget, guys, like, share, follow, hit that notification icon, hit that like button, and subscribe to that channel. And we will see you tomorrow back on the Magnet Kitchen in Amersham. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.